Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. Just checking on my OBS to make sure I've got sound because I didn't when I started this morning. We're closing out a very busy day on the channel as we're going to head back to Megalopolis as we play Sentinels of the Multiverse by Greater Than Games. I will tab, I've got to do it this way because this is a little bit annoying, but I'll tab over. We'll pull up Sentinels of the Multiverse on Steam. We've got Ambuscade all set to go. We're going to bring out a new team. We've got Legacy, Wraith, Fanatic, and Nightmist as our heroes, and we're going to Megalopolis. So, with that all set up, let's jump right into the action. Whoa! Was not expecting that sound, but nothing we can do here. Looks like we're getting... Apparently he speaks a little bit of French. So Ambuscade's found us. Time runs short. Au revoir. We'll see about that, Ambuscade. We fight for what's right. Gotta make Dad proud, according to Legacy. Well, let's take it away. Ambuscade. We'll get this started. He's going to start off with an automated turret. At the end of the villain turn, this will deal the hero target with the highest HP. Oh, it looks like we're putting mines out. So we've got a sonic mine. Reflective plating. Oh, great. So that thing needs to go right away. Looks like we're starting off with our devices. Now a snatch and grab. So that's going to be hitting Legacy with 2 melee and 3 energy. Oh, consider to have the highest HP. Actually, I want that to be Fanatic. Because I know there are cards that... I know there are cards for Fanatic that depend on her difference in HP. So let's do a little bit of... So we'll knock her down a little bit, which is unfortunate, but no help for that. Okay, the automated turret's hitting... Okay. So now we're over to Legacy. And we're starting off with... Here we go. Fortitude, reduce damage dealt to Legacy by 1. And when this card enters play, each target regains 1 HP. Increase hero damage dealt by hero targets by 1. Motivational charge. As a power, Legacy deals 1 target 2 melee damage. Each hero target regains 1 HP. And a takedown, villain cards can't be played. At the end of your turn, the villain target with the highest HP deals Legacy 2 energy damage. At the start of your turn, destroy this card. So let's start off with... Let's go ahead and set up with a Fortitude. Right? Yes, we'll go with Fortitude. Oh, got to drag the card up to play it. There we go. And then we will click on her hero power, which will deal 1 target 3 energy damage. Use Atomic Glare. We'll hit the reflective plating with... Do I want to hit the reflective plating with that or the automated turret? Let's hit the... Yeah, let's hit the reactive plating, actually. I definitely don't want to hit the sonic mine. Let's see about wiping out the... Let's go for the reflective plating. Oh, that reduces damage dealt to Ambuscade and this card by 1. So we will go for the automated turret first. Okay. She will draw the Legacy ring. We can use an additional power, so that'll be very useful. Over to Wraith, who starts off with an inventory barrage, which we don't want to use right now. We've got a stun bolt, which we'll probably use. Suit yourself to regain 3 HP. And a trust fund, which will let her draw 4, then discard 2. Let's go with a stun bolt. We can either reduce next damage by 2. We'll use the stun bolt. Reduce all damage dealt by that target by 1. We'll use that on the automated turret. Okay. So that reduces all damage. Ooh, Impromptu Invention. That's incredible. That'll probably be her next turn play. Let's see. Fanatic has got Absolution. Regains 1 HP when it enters play. Then we select Melee, Fire, or Radiant as the damage type. Fanatic deals 1 target 3 damage of that type. Then we've got an Aegis of Resurrection. When Fanatic drops to 0 or fewer HP, restore her to 10. Then destroy this card. Undaunted, when exactly 1 damage will be dealt to Fanatic, prevent it. When a Fanatic would be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source, reduce it by 2. And Zealous Offense. At the start of your turn, select up to 2 non-character card targets. Those targets cannot deal damage until the start of your next turn. At the end of your turn, if you've not dealt at least 3 damage, destroy this card. Let's start off with an Absolution. Actually, her power that we've got deals with target 1 and 1. We'll go with Absolution. So she'll heal an HP. Then we'll use the power there. We'll hit the automated turret for another... I don't think it really matters. We'll just say Radiant. And we'll hit the automated turret with it. That'll knock that down to 1. And we'll draw a Brutal Censure. We can deal a target 2 Radiant damage and draw a card. Let's see. Nightmist. It's got to call forth. Discard a card. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until the discarded cards' red icon relics are revealed. Put the relics into your hand. Shuffle the other revealed back into your deck. We've got to call forth with a 4. Mists of Time with a 4. Dealing yourself 2 infernal damage. Switch your trash in your hero deck, then shuffle. Finally, Oblivion. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Nightmist deals each target 1 of the revealed cards revealed infernal damage, then deals each non-hero target the other revealed damage. Put the revealed cards into your trash. Let's go with... let's go for a call forth. We'll use that. We'll drag the 4 up to discard it. Come on. There we go. So that'll give me 4 relics. There's the Elder Ring. Increase damage dealt by Nightmist by 1. Power, draw a card, and destroy it. Then a Star Shield Necklace. Okay. That could be useful as well. Amulet of the Elder Gods. And another Amulet of the Elder Gods. So we don't need 2 of those, obviously. But I will use her power. Use her attunement. Looking at the top 3 cards. Reveal the top card of your deck. Okay, reveal the top card of your deck. Deals herself that card's infernal damage. Then deal up to that card's infernal targets, or that card's red targets 2 infernal damage each. Revealed card in your trash. So let's go Elder Ring. Put a card. Hold on. I think I did that backwards. So that's the card I'm going to draw, but I think that's fine. Scouring Mists. And yep, we drew the Elder Ring. Okay, I kind of screwed that up a little bit, but no help for that now. Police backup. At the end of the environment turn, deal 1 projectile damage. Yada, yada, yada. So that is hitting Ambuscade, but it's reduced because of the reactive plating, and Armed and Dangerous. So we get a device card, and we get another villain play. The Explosive Launcher. Ooh, that thing needs to go as well. And we get the Unavoidable Explosive. Deals each hero target 3 energy, then discard. Face up in. Delightful. Okay. Target, that's going to be Fanatic, who's considered to have the highest HP again. Fortunately, Stun Bolt is reducing everything by that. Just go through them all. Okay. Over to Legacy now. Let's go with the... Let's go with the Inspiring Presence. So that'll give her 1 HP. Actually, that'll give everybody, all of our hero targets, an HP back. So very cool. We will use the atomic, or the, what is that? The Atomic Glare again. Now I think I want to start working on the Explosive Launcher, which will take that down. Bolster allies. Each player draws a card. That could be useful. Wraith is absolutely using Impromptu Invention. She will draw a card, Search your deck for an equipment and either put it into play or your hand. Shuffle your deck and you may play a card. Let's go for Impromptu Invention. So that's a Suit Yourself. And now we can get an equipment card. I think I will take the Razor Ordnance for now. Yep. And then we will play that. And then we'll play a Trust Fund. That'll let me draw 4 cards. Grappling Hook, that could come in handy. Smoke Bombs. Micro-Targeting Computer, nice. And another Stun Bolt. We're going to discard the Inventory Barrage because I don't want to see that right now. And we're going to discard Smoke Bombs. Right? Yes. Alright, then Razor Ordnance. We're actually going to start... Actually, Wraith will be in good position soon to start working on this reactive plating. For now, I think we will go ahead and deal something 3 damage. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We'll use Razor Ordnance. We'll go ahead and wipe out the explosive launcher. And everything deals +1 damage. So we should be able to make fairly quick work. Infrared Eyepiece, so we should be able to lock down Ambuscade's deck pretty soon. Maybe keep the traps from being a problem. Let's go ahead. Actually, now we can non-character hard target, so I don't think we can lock down Ambuscade with that. Actually, Sonic Mine, when this card is destroyed, deals each hero 2 sonic damage, so I could use this to wipe out the Sonic Mine for no damage, which actually is probably pretty good. So I will set up with the Zealous Offense. We'll use Absolution. We'll choose that to be Radiant Damage again. And I will go ahead and start on the Reactive Plating. Yep. So we can start Divine Focus, okay? Don't want to see that just yet, but now we can start working on the reactive plating. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Okay, that Inspiring Presence just became dangerous with Nightmist, so increase damage dealt by Nightmist by 1. So we'll play the Elder Ring, and then I will use her Attunement Power. Excuse me. Select a card to put on the very top. If I'm actually paying attention this time, I will take the... Let's put the Scouring Mists on the very top. I'll put Mist Form next. Yeah, we'll do it that way. And then that'll give me the Scouring Mists. Alright, Hostage Situation. Oh, great. Hero cards can't be played. At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard a card. Delightful. Over to Ambuscade. Rig to Detonate, so we shuffle that in. Okay, the automated turret is going to hit Legacy here. But of course, she's got Fortitude, so that works out. And we will have Wraith take the damage this time. Alright. Hostage Situation prevented Legacy from playing with the play phase. We'll use Atomic Glare, and we'll take out the automated turret. Actually, no. Let's continue working on the reactive plating. Because we are going to want to start dealing damage to Ambuscade here pretty soon. Heroic Interception. Okay. Let's see, the Hostage Situation. Yeah, delightful. Each player may discard 1 card each to destroy this card, which we probably are going to have to do. Razor Ordnance will let me knock out the reflective... Should let me knock out... Actually, it won't let me knock out the reflective plating. Alright, there's the micro-targeting computer, so we'll get that. Actually, that gives me an extra 1. We are going to hit the Sonic Mine. That way I can knock that out this turn. And the automated turret. Okay, Absolution. Let me look at this. If you did not deal at least 3 damage. Okay. So yeah, we'll use that. We'll make that Radiant. And we'll take out the Sonic Mine with it. Sonic Mine was destroyed, and Zealous Offense prevented Sonic Mine from dealing damage. So Sonic Mine's effect didn't trigger. Prayer of Desperation, that'll be useful when we empty Fanatic's hand. Hostage situation, we are going to play out the amulet. Actually, we're going to play out... Oh no, we have to use a power. So we're doing Attunement. We're going to take Astral Premonition. That'll be what we're drawing. Then we'll put Mist Form back and Planar Banishment under that. Okay, we are going to discard cards. Legacy, we'll look at her hand. She will discard... she's going to discard Heroic Interception. Wraith will discard an extra micro-targeting computer because she's going to be playing one on her next turn. Fanatic is going to discard Undaunted. And Nightmist is going to discard an extra Elder Ring. So that'll get rid of Hostage Situation. Police Backup. Okay, this'll work. And then that'll start working once we knock out the Reactive Plating, which we will see to on our next turn. There's the Custom Hand Cannon. Hero with the most cards in play is almost certainly Wraith. Let's have it hit Legacy. Okay. So now over to Legacy. Now we can actually start playing cards again. Let's go with... let's go with a Motivational Charge. That will deal... The Motivational Charge will deal 1 target, 2 melee damage. Okay, we'll play that. Then we're going to use the Motivational Charge. We'll hit the Custom Hand Cannon with it. So I can start knocking that out. Everybody will regain HP. And another Fortitude, which we can't play. Wraith is going to play her micro-targeting computer. There we go. And now what is she going to hit? Now she's going to hit... Well, we're going to take something out here. Actually, we can probably take out all of these cards. So we'll use this to wipe out the Custom Hand Cannon. That's the Razor Ordnance we're using. So Custom Hand Cannon, go bye-bye. Throat Jab, okay, very nice. Yep, Automated Turret can't deal damage. Not that it's going to... Well, we will let that not deal damage. First time a target deals damage, yeah, fine, whatever. We're going to be wiping out the Reactive Plating on this turn, most likely. Actually, I think we can wipe both of them out. So we are going to knock out... Actually, we're going to use Brutal Censure to knock out the Reactive Plating. Fortunately, we still get the 2 damage from that, and we draw a card, another Absolution. So if we somehow lose our Absolution, we'll deal 3 damage, make it Radiant, and this will wipe out the Automated Turret. Perfectly done. Then we'll draw Smite the Transgressor. Okay. Yep. And over to Nightmist. Nightmist is going to play Astral Premonition. And then we'll use that so we can also start manipulating the deck. We're going to discard one of the Amulets of the Outer Gods. And then we'll look at Ambuscade's deck, see what the top 2 cards are. Okay, for the Personal Cloaking Device, I don't want that coming out, so I think we'll put put on top? We're going to put Armed and Dangerous. Uh-oh. That might bring the personal cloaking device out anyway. So I think we are going to put that on the bottom. The reason I'm going to put this on top, actually, is because Vanish will just bring it out, whereas there's a chance Armed and Dangerous won't bring it out. So we'll put Vanish on the bottom. There's a Mist form. All right, now we can start dealing. Now we should be able to start dealing damage. Change all damage to melee. Increase damage by 1. So now the police backup will actually start dealing us some damage. Perfect. Now over to Ambuscade. There's Armed and Dangerous, which unfortunately did bring the personal cloaking device out. So now we're going to have to see... Oh joy, unavoidable face-up, unavoidable explosive. So everybody's taking 3 energy damage. Well, it's going to be melee. Ouch. Okay, there's another unavoidable explosive being shuffled back in. So now we need to... Now it's hitting Nightmist. Okay, so I think here... we are going to play the Legacy Ring to use an additional power. We'll start off with a motivational charge, and we'll hit the personal cloaking device with it. We can't hit Ambuscade because he is immune to damage, so we'll see if we can... We'll see how quickly we can knock that out. I want to see if I can... I might be able to knock that out yet this turn. Actually... Ambuscade might, or Legacy might be able to knock it out right now. I think she does. When does he flip, though? At the start of the villain turn. So unfortunately, this is going to be a waste, but at least we make sure the personal cloaking device goes away. Okay. So now we're going to play a little bit more defensively. So now we're going to play the infrared eyepiece. So now I think we're going to prevent the next 2 damage that would be dealt to Wraith. There's a mega computer, reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 1, which I don't want because the police backups are actually doing things here. Let's go with... Unfortunately, we are going to lose Zealous Offense because we're not going to be able to deal damage this turn. We're going to go with... Actually, I think we're going to just... There should be an option here to skip her play phase. We're going to skip the power phase and just draw 2 cards. There's another Aegis of Resurrection and a Final Dive. Okay, so yeah, we are losing Zealous Offense, but we've got nothing else in play to prevent from dealing damage. So, with that in mind, Nightmist is going to play a Star Shield Necklace. Then we're going to use an Astral Premonition. What do I want to discard here? I'll discard my Mist form. So we'll discard Mist form. I said we'll discard Mist form. There we go. We'll look at Ambuscade's deck. The Automated Turret and Vanish. We'll leave the Automated Turret on top because we can deal with the Automated Turret basically like that. So I'll leave that and I'll put Vanish back to the bottom again. There's Planar Banishment. Okay, discard a card to the trash to discard it. I'm going to discard Mists of Time to regain 4 HP. That's a good plan. Over to the environment turn. Cramped Quarters Combat was destroyed. We've got Impending Casualty. Let's see. So we're not doing any damage to Ambuscade here. At the start of the environment turn, yada, yada, yada. One player may discard one card to destroy this. We'll look at Nightmist's hand. I think we'll see if she wants to discard, and she will. She'll discard Planar Banishment to get rid of Impending Casualty. Ambuscade will flip right back, and we've got an Automated Turret. Okay. We will have it deal damage to Legacy because we can use her we can use her damage reduction. Okay, let's have all of our allies. Each player draws a card, so we'll use Bolster Allies. Legacy will find a Thok to deal a target 3 damage. Wraith will find a utility belt. That should put her basically online. Sacrosanct Martyr for Legacy or for Fanatic, and Planar Banishment for Nightmist. Okay, so we've got 2 powers to use. We'll start off with a Motivational Charge. We'll hit the automated turret with that. That'll be 3 damage. Everybody will heal. And we'll use an Atomic Glare. We'll continue working on the turret with that. And a Heroic Interception again. Over to Wraith. Wraith will play the utility belt so she can use an additional power. Once we find the throwing knives for Wraith, she'll be in business. We're going to have Wraith start working on Ambuscade here. I think we've got enough ways to deal with the turret that I want to start putting some heavy damage on Ambuscade. Just checking if anybody's stopping by. Thank you for spending part of your Wednesday night with me tonight. All right, we will use the infrared eyepiece. Reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck, 1 on the top, 1 on bottom. So I'm mostly using this to try to shuffle. Regains 4 HP. Shuffle the villain trash into the deck, play the top card of the villain deck. I think I'd rather have that on top than vanish. At least this way we're shuffling the trash, so in theory we can get something we can deal with easily. Okay. So we've got some good stuff. Fanatic is going to... I think we'll just go ahead and take out the automated turret, as much as I don't want to use Final Dive for this. But yeah, we'll hit Fanatic for 2 damage. And then we'll hit him for another 4 with Absolution. We'll make that Radiant. And we'll draw another Prayer of Desperation. That'll bring us back to Nightmist's turn. Deals each target 1 of the revealed cards damage. Let's go with an Oblivion. Okay, select the card whose that damage will be dealt to each target. We'll use Heedless Lash for that. And just choose for me. Okay. We're actually working Ambuscade down pretty quickly. Let's go with Astral Premonition. Planar Banishment. And we'll look at Ambuscade's deck again. Actually deals... Looks like either way we're getting this shuffled in, but this is a way I can shuffle the... I can shuffle the stim patch away. So we'll put Run and Gun on top. We'll get another Oblivion, and which will discard the Amulet of the Outer Gods to regain 3 HP. Okay. Over to the environment turn, hostage situation. So at the start of the environment turn, each player may discard a card. Alright, there's the Run and Gun. We'll deal hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile, which is going to turn into melee. We will consider Wraith to have the highest HP for that. Ambuscade reshuffles the trash, and we get the Sonic Mine. Okay, so we are going to ignore the Sonic Mine and just start doing damage here. We can't play cards, but we do have 2 powers, so we'll start off with a Motivational Charge. We're hitting Ambuscade. There we go. Everybody heals. And we'll go with another Atomic Glare to do another 4 damage. Ambuscade is not long for this world at this point, folks. Motivational Charge, which we've already got a power in play. Over to Wraith we go, but we can't play. So we're going to go with a Razor Ordnance for her first power. which will hit Ambuscade for 6 damage, bringing him down to 10. And then we're going to use an infrared eyepiece. Let's see. Gross. We've got Legacy and Wraith with the highest HP. So we are once again going to put that on top. We'll shuffle the stim patch away. And we'll get an impromptu invention. And another Razor Ordnance. Let's see. Hostage situation for Fanatic. She's going to deal 4 damage either way. Yep, we'll make that Radiant, which is ultimately going to change to melee. Actually, no, it's not, because that card went away. Destroy an ongoing or environment card. Fanatic deals up to 3 targets, 1 radiant damage each. Okay. Nightmist can't play either. We're going to go for Attunement. Let's see. We will put Tome of Elder Magic on top. Then Elder Ring. And we'll bury the Mistform. She will discard a Scouring Mists to regain 3 HP. Hostage situation, we'll make that go away. Legacy will discard another motivational charge. Wraith will bin a Razor Ordnance. Fanatic will discard an Aegis of Resurrection. Actually, she'll discard a Prayer of Desperation. And Nightmist will discard Oblivion. So we'll get rid of Hostage situation. Traffic pileup. Oh, great. Players can't draw cards. Well, not that that's going to matter because Ambuscade's down to 4 HP. We're going to win on Legacy's next turn. Assuming we survive. Alright, hitting Nightmist for 2 damage. Reshuffles the trash in. Quick stim patch. Okay, so we're gonna win on Wraith's next turn, and he gets a jeez. Okay, never mind. Reshuffles again. Oh come on! Are you kidding me? Finds the personal cloaking device. So Ambuscade lives. So Ambuscade lives another turn, but at least we can wipe that out in nothing. We can wipe the personal cloaking device out in nothing flat. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and play a takedown so we can stop villain cards from being played. We'll start off with a motivational charge. Working on the personal cloaking device. Yes. Unfortunately, we can't draw cards. Deal 4 damage. We will use that on the personal cloaking device. Okay. I don't wonder how he got hit with a takedown, but oh well. Let's see. We can't draw a card from that. Actually, that's an environment card, so we can actually just use a grappling hook to get rid of it. So let's do that. Seems like a better plan. And draw a mega computer. Alright, we've got Razor Ordnance, which we'll use to wipe out the... We'll use that to wipe out the personal cloaking device. Yeah, that thing is going way out into left field. And then she's going to use the infrared eyepiece. I think I'd rather have the automated turret on top because we can very easily erase that. I don't want the unavoidable explosive coming out. I'd rather take a chance that that doesn't come out. Let's see. I guess Fanatic will play an Aegis of Resurrection just in case her HP goes haywire. We'll skip using a power because we can't do damage anyway. Okay. A Nightmist will play a Tome of Elder Magic. She's going to click a card to use its power. Reveal cards until a spell is revealed. Which will get Oblivion. Then we'll get a draw of Planar Banishment. We'll discard the Planar Banishment to gain 3 HP. Then the Police backup Impending casualty. Okay. Can't deal damage to Ambuscade. Then we will have... We'll look at Legacy's hand. Yeah, we'll discard the Heroic Interception because, again, we're going to kill... We should be able to kill Ambuscade before he becomes relevant. So takedown prevented Ambuscade from playing cards. So we skip their play a card phase. Okay, so yeah, we're going to win the game on this round. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and play the Thok. We'll deal Ambuscade 4 damage. Bolster allies. We've got 2 powers. Motivational charge. We'll hit Ambuscade with that. Everybody will regain their HP. And then we'll use Atomic Glare. That'll bring Ambuscade down to 1, and Wraith is basically going to dome him at this point. Legacy is immune to damage from environments. Wraith, sure, we'll play a combat stance out. But no funny business here, please. Wraith, let's deal 1 target, 3 energy damage, or 5, actually that's going to be 6 damage. So yeah. That will knock Ambuscade down to -5, and we have won the game. So yeah, that'll do it for this playthrough of Sentinels of the Multiverse on Steam. We'll bring it back up top to wrap this video up. Hopefully you enjoyed that rather explosive playthrough, and man oh man, Legacy definitely makes an explosive combo with Wraith. Put those two together and hoo boy, watch the damage fly out. So let's wrap this video up. We will have another brand new game on the channel tomorrow morning, but I'm going to hold close to the vest what that game is going to be. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.